Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I'm Toddy One Skip. How you doing? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Let me ask you a question. I know the answer to it, but I'm going to ask you anyway. If you were hungry and there was a bowl of something that you really liked in front of you, do you leave it behind or do you eat it? Eat it, right? So I want you to think of that bowl as acts, ACTS, that you just find utterly disgusting and just wrong. And then I want you to think of Gypsy Rose, somebody who's hungry, who likes what's in their bowl and can't walk away from it because that's who Gypsy is. She attacks every single person that has a difference of opinion, even if she's sleeping with them. Right? We saw the way she treated Ryan. We've seen the way she treated Ken. We've seen the way she treated Nick. We certainly saw the way she treated her mom. And we see the way she's treated friends. Excuse me. So I've said, that's a coffee. So I've said time and time again that she's not a friend you can count on unless you're speaking in the language in which she likes, unless she's getting something from you, unless she is sucking something out of you that she needs. She doesn't need you. That's who she is. Who in the fucking world, I'm just asking, would want to be friends with somebody who could even think about having a daughter and counting the years until she's 13 years old so that the daughter could be by her father? And that's weird. I want you guys to think about that. Think about that and think about the letters and the pictures that Gypsy sent to her dad. You know, when Aaliyah got the blame for it. You know, those naughty pictures that you would never show to your dad. First of all, at a certain age, you don't even want your dad to think about your body in any way, shape, or form. He no longer could come in and help you bathe or anything. That's at a very young age when it's like, oh, daddy, I'm embarrassed. Now, with Gypsy would have, I believe, would have her dad bathe her today. Oh, did you hear it? Gypsy got excited. So, guys, I really want you to think about what she had planned for hers and Nick's daughter, right? Because we saw it in writing and then it came out in the trial because now we have clips and video of what came out. And now it's making its rounds. And we know that it was Gypsy, that it was Gypsy, that it was Gypsy, that it was Gypsy that wanted Nick to RAPE her mother. And it was Gypsy that wanted to give over her daughter to the daughter's daddy, which would have been Nick. And I think Gypsy has some sort of weird fascination with her own daddy. And perhaps she got a little jealous when daddy was talking to the cookie lady or another person or another person or another person because they don't have a daddy and daughter relationship because Rod never took the time to build that with her. But even though he didn't take the time to build that with her, there's no reason why Gypsy should have some sort of fascination with the man. Sending pictures. Is this the way you want me, daddy? Has that ever been addressed or helped? That shit is not healthy. And she's got a daughter that she's raising. Is that how we show love to everybody? No. No. There is a proper way for a daddy and daughter to have a relationship. And it's not by X, and it's not by sending naughty pictures to daddy. Oh, yeah, you do look like me. As a matter of fact, that little mole you got on your breast, yeah, your grandma had one. Like, I'm serious, guys. And yet, Rod, he thinks his daughter's what? He doesn't think much of his daughter, let's be real. Because, again, according to him, she was supposed to be gone, what, 14 years ago, 15 years ago, 16 years, 7. He was going to meet her in another lifetime because, according to him, she was only going to be of this earth for so much time. And he was just biding time, waiting for her to pass. I don't know why, but that's what Gypsy knows because that's what Rod has told the whole wide world. Yeah, she was only going to be here for so much time, you know. That's what her mama said. So why didn't you go find her? I was working. I had my own family, my own kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what Rod said. And that does leave damage to a child, but not actual damage. Like, they want to be loved, but they don't want to be loved like that. But Gypsy, things in her brain are just wired wrong. That's why we have concerns. I mean, when she looks at her daughter, can she just look at her daughter as an innocent? She keeps telling us she's innocent. She's just an innocent. Is she? Is she with you? Is she with you? Because you had plans for your daughter. We, the normal average bear, when we think of our daughter's 13th birthday, you know, that milestone, teenage years, yeah, we don't think about gifting the daddy with them like you did. Was that before or after you sent your own pictures to your dad? Does anybody like see something with that doesn't bring up any red flags? She's got a daughter. She clearly is skewed about how that relationship should be, how a daddy-daughter relationship should be, and how it shouldn't be. It doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to Gypsy. It seems a little lost with Gypsy. Nobody's concerned about that. They can't see the connection between her writing letters and sending naughty pictures. Naked ones. They were naked pictures. She sent her daddy naked pictures. What was he supposed to do with that? I mean, I'm gonna ask Gypsy, what was he supposed to want you in a weird way? A way that's not normal? Because that's where I and then the thing with Nick and let me present our 13-year-old daughter to you is what they were going to do. And now she's got a daughter. And now is Aurora really safe with somebody like that? I just want to ask one of her minions. Everything I just said is true. You still think Aurora doesn't have anything to worry about and that the average bear behaves like that? You don't think that the public that has seen all of this, just step away for a minute. Have you guys ever sent pictures like that to your daddy? Have you guys ever fantasized or wished for a future child of yours and or a child of yours to be broken in by their own dad? A 13-year-old, first of all. Nope. Nope. In Gypsy's weird mind? Yep. 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 Yeah. Gypsy, go get therapy. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. I know this video wasn't funny. It's not supposed to be funny. It's supposed to show something. There's something wrong. And I don't know if it's drugs because I just think that she was born that way.